Welcome back to video 2 and island 2 of the Steel Judoka guide. We'll have a quick look at these islands now. And this acid island definitely seems like the hardest because they have the blobbers. So we'll take care of them as soon as possible. These ones are usually pretty easy, especially when there's pools of acid lying around as well. So we'll jump straight into that. We'll start things off by moving this alpha firefly up into the so he'll kill our scion next turn. We'll get rid of this blob with the judo, and in order to get our bonus objective, we'll shoot the blobber and simply pull him into the acid, and that should work, but only because we've shot. If you pull him straight into the acid, that doesn't actually count. It's an interesting thing to note. We'll try and aim and get as many acid kills as we can earlier on, just in case we get gimped later. So we'll push this into the acid. Bring this firefly down. Acid him up. Kill him like so. And then pull the scorpion into the acid. Now we can simply have a bit of fun and block a few. Acid, sorry. We'll just have two left to deal with. Now here's something that you might find strange, but rather than simply pulling this guy into the acid here, because my pilot's at max HP, what instead I'm going to do is try and use the siege mech to get the kill. So first we'll move down here. I'll push him up one, so that my siege mech will push him in, earning the XP instead. Not great. You want to tend to avoid the alpha blobbers wherever possible. So if we can, I'm going to just completely skip that region. And of course we get on here, but at least it's not an alpha. First we'll start off by getting rid of this blob and blocking the blobber here. And then we'll simply hurl this alpha vec and pull the scarab into the acid vat. there's only one Vec on here. We're going to use both our damaging mechs on him to maximize damage. On second thoughts, that don't mean I'll be damaging my own mech twice. So I think I might skip that. Destroy the vat. And move my mech a little bit more centrally. This is a pretty easy turn here. Mark these two into their respective liquids. Pull this across, and I don't really want to have to deal with 4, so I'll block with these and pull the Firefly across again. Now usually with the end of the turns, if they're going pretty well, you want to look at your pilots and check out which you'd prefer to level up or which is closer to leveling up. So this Fenrir has +1 mech reactor, which is really good, so I want to level him up again and hopefully get +1 move. So to do that, you want to kill the most expensive or high HP unit. And that's max HP, by the way. So in this case, we're killing the Alpha Firefly for 6 HP. And there's no point in getting XP on this, so we'll just leave it. We'll take this reactor core and put it into the Judo mech. We eventually want to get that +2 damage. But for now, we'll put it in this. I don't really want to do single reward maps, so I may be forced to go venting fields. Unfortunately, we'll see how we go. Unfortunately, we won't be able to kill the Alpha Blobber this turn without taking a bit of grid damage. So instead, we'll do our best to put some damage on him instead. This turn's looking pretty good. We're going to be using the Vec against each other. First, we'll move this Scarab across. Now, I was tempted to pull it straight into the water, but now that I've thought about it, there's more value doing it this way. So we'll knock the Firefly to blob by killing it. We'll get rid of that blob, that will just die simply. And this Scarab will kill the Scion for us. And we want to block this Firefly from hitting the power plant. And because of our armor, we won't die, but I definitely don't want to be blocking a Vex spawn as well. We're going to be using our own gravity mech as a wall for our siege mech. So I'm going to kill the Firefly here. The siege mech is then going to smack the Scorpion to the gravity mech. And simply going there and repairing. Very important to repair. Now again, we want to be focusing on leveling up our pilots. This is an easy one for our Fenrir here. And then we're going to use our gravity mech to set up our judo mech. So. Basically, my rule of thumb is to avoid train missions like the plague. Instead, we'll go to the heap. Hopefully we can get 7 enemies. I'd still prefer this over the train. Okay, so first off, we want to start with the siege mech. I'm going to move this Firefly across one. And that'll kill the Scorpion. We'll then use a judo mech to block here. Firefly. And simply... Actually, I think I might leave that, because we do need to kill 7. And get a more centralized position here. We still need to be wary about how much we're blocking here. I'm going to start by bringing up our mech, and normally I'd come down here and pull, but I'd be blocking too much. So instead I'm going to push him on there like so, and the 3's enough to deal with. So I'll leave it as is and continue blocking with the judo mech. We want to be able to free up our judo mech. Just going to shoot the Scarab into the Scorpion. And then we're going to flip the Firefly down. And then push him across, blocking for us. And he's going to take 1 damage, but that's fine. To finish off. I'm simply going to leave it like that. Now these boss slimes give regen, +1 HP, and explosions on death, which can catch you out if you're not very careful of it. Now, one of our bonus objectives is to destroy the boss. So I'm going to do that as quickly as possible by using the judo block and then flipping this guy, but I moved my siege mech into the wrong position. So pardon me while I reset. I think I'll save my HP and not block this turn. So I'm just going to end. Because we only have to deal with the boss in one back. Sorry, two. This is a very fortunate turn for us. Just gotta look for the best possible attacks. So it's good to note that this siege mech never deals damage to the tile that you're aiming at, only to the ones around it. I reckon we can deal with two, so I won't block here. A fairly easy turn here. No, I could do that and kill him straight away, but I'd rather block with this scorpion instead. I'll still end up killing him, it'll also block for me. Now, in order to kill both of these, we have to move our mechs in a very specific order. It's tempting just to straight go for this play here, but that would kill the normal firefly in one hit and leave the alpha with 3 HP left. What instead I'm going to do is use the gravity mech to push them into each other, dealing 2 damage each. And then killing those off, leaving the judo that needs the XP to kill the alpha firefly. And that's it. That's okay. But usually I like to go for the pilots. You can always sell the pilots in the next screen for 2 corporate reputations anyway. So you can just buy that if you need it. Okay, for starters we'll deal with our pilots. Chen Rong has a good skill, +1 mech move, and the special isn't too bad either. So she'll replace our last vanilla pilot. And this Titanite blade is on sale and is a pretty good alternative to the judo mech, giving him a bit more versatility. So I think we'll stock up with that there. We'll get 2 reactor cores. And 2 more defense there. There's no point in looking at any of these weapons here because we're already maxed out. As you can see here, after putting this in, we don't have any more weapon slots. So we'll put Chen Rong back in here. And And use our reactor cores in this judo mech. Install a couple more. Take them out of these temporary things. Give +2 damage to the judo throw. And 1 use to the titanite blade. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's Island 2 complete on the Judo Squad Guide. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you liked it, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.